I'm at 2359 Elberon Avenue, doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. We're looking for any root intrusion or structural issues, anything that may be of concern to the buyer. We're going in through the rearmost stack. The clean out is in the little closet with the HVAC. Clean out is PVC, and we expect to run into clay outside, but we'll see how much of this, based on the age of the house and everything, we'll see how, if this has been repaired or replaced at any point in time. Looks like the sanitary goes out the back down the hill towards 50. Here's the room there. Just trying to clean the lens off a little bit. This is SDR, former PVC. Water here at a connection. Nothing of concern. Okay, looks like we're dropping down and into, it's like cast iron. I may have to try to find a spot where this is. I'm not sure how far I'll make it, so you can't see. May have to run some water. There we go. And we are in some clay. It's right at the bottom. Something dropping in right there. There's a connection above it. Hoping that we can make it all the way out here. This is all clay. Making a lot of turns. This could be an issue. Trying to get out. There may be a clean out outside. I have to go look. There's something. There's a block or something out there in the rear, but I'm going to try to run some water. I'm going to pause the video for a second. I'm going to try to run some water and see if I can help the camera get a little further down the line. I am stuck at a turn, so I'm going to pause the video and actually go find it, and then try to run some water to get the camera to move a little bit. Okay, I'm not sure what was all heard. I guess the microphone wasn't on there but I was able to make it all the way. This looks like the main. There's a paper street behind the house that I think the main is up very close to the house. There used to be a little diagonal street that ran down here to river. It's still on the MSD records, but it does not exist behind the house. But it looks like this would be the main, and so luckily we have made it all the way out. Most of the line looked really good. There was a spot where I think it should be evaluated by a licensed plumber. It's underneath the bathroom in the lower level in the back. It has a, looks like it's dropped. Probably either used to be another connection, it may not have been a toilet, but there, from that connection coming down, that is sunk. Now it is lower on the downstream side, which means it should not affect flow, but it is broken. So I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to go locate exactly where this is to verify that we are at the main, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get any further here. I think this is it. It's either a sub-main or the main. It's kind of hard to get a look at it. Looks like it's going to the left, but there'd be nothing for this to come in from the right unless it's some. The way it's teeing into it, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to even get it to go. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to get any further. I am dropping into, like I said, it's either a sub-main. This could be a shared tap with the house. The records that I have are old paper maps that have been scanned. I mean, I'm out 70 feet, and it looks like it's heading towards the neighbor's house, but the neighbor has a new lateral installed with an outside cleanout. So just kind of hoping I'll be able to get it to go down the hill. I think that I'm actually going upstream because you can see the water dripping off of the connection there. So I think this is actually turning the wrong way. Yeah. So that's about as far as I'm going to make it. So I'm not really sure what this connection is for. Like I said, there is a main in the backyard that's further up. It's not all the way down on the river. And there's a spot here that I'm going to locate. Thing is, I'm sitting at about a 14-degree pitch. And I'm going to locate this spot because this looks like this may have used to have been a connection of some sort. I don't know. There is something packed in the top of the pipe, or it was caught that high. It's really hard to identify what that is. It almost looks like a patch, because it looks like some form of a mesh, and it would be up next close to the house. So again, I'm going to have this. This is going to have to be referred to a licensed plumber to kind of take a look at this and see what they recommend. I mean, it might be good to at least have a clean out in this spot, or to see what this thing is. So I'm going to pause again and go out and get a locate where this is. Okay, so I marked this spot. It's going to be marked with some green paint and a flag. Like I said, it doesn't seem like any of this is affecting flow, but that's why I'm recommending this get looked at by a licensed plumber to make sure that it is marked where the spot is. See if, that looks like, because that looks like that may have been a patch in the line or something. It almost looks like cast material or something. So that is marked, the T and where that patch is. I don't think it would be a bad idea to have a clean out in the line at that point. We have been running water, and it does seem like that's all, gone out really well, made its way all the way out. That could be, that T could also be a main, could be a shared little, like a private main or a shared main. Here is the spot where the toilet comes in. I'm going to flush the toilet just to verify that that's what it is. And there you go. So, as you saw it come straight down, that's exactly where we are. That's underneath the toilet in the downstairs. You can see it's not uncommon to have something like this happen and settle like that for a 100-year-old house, but you can see that connection and how it's kind of pushed down in there. But see, now I'm vertical. You can see at the bottom left-hand corner, it's 77 degrees, so I'm sitting basically at a 90-degree. The camera's hanging vertical. That's why the water is dripping off the front of it, obscuring the view. And this was all clay. So that was the second 90 it had taken. And that is where the sink is. As you can see it coming down, that is the bottom sink, or I mean the downstairs sink. We've been running to try to watch try to help the camera go down further. Everything above this has been replaced with SDR and all looks really good. So I was only able to inspect about 67 to 70 feet of the pipe, which is a good amount of pipe, but I believe that there's probably another, that little sub main or private main that was in the side yard that is marked at the T. You would have to check with the sewer district to see if that's owned by them. I do have the maps and it does not show it on there. And so I am going to finish pulling back here. We're going to end the inspection. And I'm just going to recommend that this gets, like I said, I will supply the maps that I have record of that I did get from the sewer district, their old paper maps. So it might take a minute. You might have to compare it to a Google Maps image to see it, because there is a paper street on there, a street that does no longer exist. Just to be able to get your bearings, you might have to compare it. But that will be supplied. And so I'm going to mark the spot once again, and I'll take a picture of it, and then we'll refer this to a licensed plumber for further evaluation. But that will end the inspection at 2359 Elberon Avenue.